Hey guys, it's Craig here from VDZA Media. I'm here today with an impressions video of the new eFootball PES 2020 demo. It's not a first impression. I have played 3 or 4 matches already just to kind of get a feel for it, and the layout of this video, I'm just going to play 2 matches, sort of talk you through my thoughts on the changes and what we have in store for us this year. So one thing you'll notice from the start is that the menu system's different, which I'm a big fan of. I like when there's a game that you play a lot each year, you want it to feel different. And it's one of the things that has annoyed me a little bit about FIFA in recent years, is that I feel like when I'm going through menus that I'm playing the same game. It's been the same with PES as well, just kind of little tweaks here and there, but it does have a different feel to it this year, and I like that. So I had a quick look at the edit mode as well. Bizarrely, some sort of error. Bizarrely, if you go into edit, you can take a look at the full English League and you can mod stuff about it, but you can't play as the teams. So when you go in here, you'll notice that they have all the teams here, and strangely they have pretty much their real names, which I find strange as well. But obviously they're not like available to play as in the game. The only 2 teams that are available to play in the demo are Arsenal and Manchester United. But you can see the squads here, and say Aston Villa, you can go in, edit emblem, team colour, the strip, but if you were to put these in, this sort of shows your logo image and stuff like that. It's quite cool. But the problem is, obviously, as I was saying, if you edit this in the demo, you can't actually see what you've edited because you can't go into these teams in the game. So a bit strange, but it does give you an idea of what's to come, which is quite good. So we're just going to go into kick-off, local match, and we'll take a look at this. The teams in the demo are Arsenal, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Juventus, Manchester United, Boca, Colo-Colo, Corinthians, Flamengo, Palmeiras, River Plate, Sao Paulo, and Vasco da Gama. So a good mix for the demo. We're going to go Bayern Munich, and we'll play against Juventus first. So stadium wise, you have the new Sun Arena, the Allianz, and the Allianz Park. So we'll go here, we'll do night time, just normal grass, normal conditions. Is there anything game plan wise we want to change? We'll take Sula off for Hernandez. I want to see if Hernandez has still got his correct face scan. I did notice that Davies doesn't, but there is scans for Coman and Gnabry, who weren't in last year, and Javi Martinez, but the rest of the players were all in due to their international ties. Okay. So the first time I loaded this up, I was a little bit underwhelmed by the graphics, but it came to me pretty quickly that I've been playing on PC for the last year, and I've been playing in higher settings than is available on the PS4, so I don't think the graphics have taken a step back. I think it's just I'm playing it on lower hardware. So I'll be interested tomorrow when the demo does come to the PC, to try it out on that and sort of get a feel for the benchmark. Not that the graphics are bad on PS4. I still think they look good, but they are better on PC, and I've heard better on Xbox One X, although I can neither confirm nor deny. So the intro package is pretty much the same. We're just going to skip forward here. You'll notice straight away different camera angle much further out, and then it does come in a little bit after you start. So we've stroked it a wee bit about so we can go into replay and have a look at some of the players. So here are just an idea of some of the face scans. So Hernandez does have a face scan. I'm sure he had it last year when he was at Atletico Madrid, but I think it does look an updated one. There we go. That Alaba scan's new, certainly his hair. Javi Martinez also has his tattoos. So does Thiago. So as you can see, all the players are looking really good. That's Gnabry, he wasn't in it last year, good scan. I thought Coleman looked really good as well. And Lewandowski. And then we'll just skip through the Juventus players here. As you can see, face scans and tattoos again. For some of the players certainly. Because Dybala doesn't have his, he's got a kind of black ring around his arm, doesn't he? That's not there yet. Certainly every player properly. Oh no, sorry. That was. Thinking that was Dybala. That's Pjanic. So Dybala does have the lines around his arm, and Mandzukic. So looking good. I must say I do really like this camera angle. I have mods on the PC version to get cameras similar to this, so to be able to have it now on the console version is a massive plus for me. There's the finishes. I do find that it might be a little bit far away though. In previous few games that I played, I did move it a little bit closer. I'm not actually sure if it's saved it or if it's not hasn't. Right, so maybe just try it at 8. Get an idea and see if that's maybe a bit too close, but we'll see. No, actually I like that. How's that? Oh, right. I was going to say I didn't know that was a free kick. Fair enough if he's offside. Yeah, I like this sort of distance a bit better. Just a wee bit too far out with the other one. But again, good to have the option. I know a lot of people do prefer to play these games with a wider stance, so you can see more of the pitch. But I sort of prefer to see more of the detail. Just stroke the ball about. I have found that the long ball seems to be a bit more looping than it did last year. I actually thought that it seemed a lot more like the high long pass from PES 2019. Okay. Chopped. You always have to take the chance when you've got Ronaldo. Not that I'm doing very well at it here, but you'll probably notice that the dribbling at pace is a lot better, a lot easier. I think that was something that held quite a few FIFA players back when holding down the sprint button, you literally in PES could not dribble before, whereas now the strides are a lot shorter and you can, especially with players like Coleman, you can do a lot more dribbling, which is a bonus. The gameplay also feels a little bit slowed down, which I'm a fan of, although I know that will not be universal. I much prefer a slow paced game, so I find it much more realistic, but I know certainly there's a lot of PES players and certainly FIFA players who would go in and straight away move their game speed up to +2. So very quick halves, as you can see. And that's another thing, once the PC version drops tomorrow, within about a day you'll have someone that will have modded that so that you can have longer halves, and I find it takes getting longer halves so that you can really get a feel for the game, because you're just sort of getting into your stride and the half ends. Especially for myself, I quite like to play slow build up football. Oft. Should have buried that. I've not actually checked the difficulty that this is on default, but I'm guessing it's pretty low considering I was just able to saunter in and rob Chiellini. So you can see there, really nice outside of the foot pass. These are just animations just baked into PES that just make it look nice. Nice little raking long ball. There's nothing you need to do to get that specific animation, just depends on the skill of your player. Just like that. One thing I noticed as well was if you do play a long ball, if you double tap the sprint button to take a better first touch, that it seems a lot more effective in PES 2020. Stroked it about enough here, let's try and get some. Try and get some goals in before this ends. Corners, so far from what I've seen, seem almost unchanged, although there does seem to be more of a battle in the box, which is good. What's happened there? Oh, that's a foul. Bizarre. Oh no. Oh no! And that may be the first goal I've conceded. Pretty poor defending. Right, let's try and get a goal back here. Again, really nice outside the foot pass. Time here, I think. There does seem to be a lot more jostling for the ball as well, which is quite good. Oh! There we go. I liked how the ball broke there. To be fair, you did get that in PES last year. The ball did seem to have a lot of freedom, but it's something that I don't think that FIFA have nailed yet, is the ball being able to sort of ping pong around and land in fortuitous positions. Like, that can happen in a football game, but in FIFA I tend to find that you always feel like the ball is stuck to a player. When it leaves one player, it goes to another. Okay. Ram a wee sub on. Let's get Tolisso on. Goretzka. Sanchez. Hadn't actually taken a look at Tolisso. It looks like he's got his tattoos as well. Just double check that. There we go. He does. It's always a really good player to sign in Master League. So it's nice to see him looking good. Oops. Don't know how that wasn't a foul. I really liked that falling animation there though. Let's take a quick look at that. That's definitely something you wouldn't have got last year. Not necessarily this one. That looked pretty painful. Might need to make that the cover image of this video. Jesus Christ. Look at the state of this. Yeah, it wasn't exactly that one, it was this one I was thinking of. Let's go back and just follow Coleman about. Went a long way to do this. How have I managed to miss him? Here we go. So the way he fell there. Oh no, it wasn't really. I do like the collision though. Oofed. Yeah, I want a lot more random collisions like that. Like, didn't really go the way I expected it to though. So you can see there a lot of strength come into play there. So that's one thing I like about PES, is that I feel like in FIFA you really are looking for pace out wide. If it's not pace out wide, they may as well be useless. Whereas I feel like PES has done a good job at implementing power, and if you can get someone that's powerful out wide, you can attack in different ways. And I like that. I like having options. I like being able to switch it up throughout the match. Right, this time we'll go Manchester United. And we'll play against Barcelona. What I want to do actually, we are only going to play 2 games, but I want to show you an issue with the Manchester United kit. Right, so at first I thought it was just an issue with the kit. It was pointed out to me on Twitter that Konami seemed to have an ability to do a red Manchester United kit, but it turns out that it's actually a lighting problem, I think. So I'm just going to load this up here, a game during the day, and I'll show you what I mean. I hope it's something that they can fix before release. So we'll just skip this. This is undercover. When the sun isn't directly shining onto the pitch, the Manchester United kit looks pretty good, but if you end up in a place, actually we'll just run through the players here, because as you can see again, Scan's looking very good, tattoos included in a lot of players. But if you're in a position where the sun is shining on the kit, it goes almost, it's like a colour overload, where it goes to almost a luminous red, and it's just way off. But as long as you're in a sort of shaded spot or you're playing at night time, it looks good. and I really hope that's something they can fix, because it's going to affect Master Leagues. Obviously Man United, massive team, a lot of people are going to want to use them, and because they're a licensed team, you cannot edit the kit. You're not going to be allowed to touch that, certainly on consoles. So I really hope that they can sort that. Also just wanted to show quickly, show the Barcelona players. So as you can imagine, the partner club, so we've got tattoos, we've got scanned faces. That's a new scan, I think, for our tour. It looks even more different than they did in his last one. Longley, that looks like a new scan as well. I think he looked a bit different the last time. And also, one that I'm very happy about is Rashford in PES 2019. It was a face scan he had, but it looked like a mix of a face scan and a PES original face. It looked terrible, but they've done a good job here, and I think now he's looking just right. And you can actually see the start of his tattoo there as well, so he's had the treatment. Unfortunately, the likes of... do I even have them on the bench? No. The likes of Chong and Gomez, two really big up and coming players, they do not have their scans. I would imagine what you'll find is they'll come in a data pack. So I want to show you here the first touch. So if I do this here, just like that, see how you can just sort of burst away a wee bit. You could do it in PES 2019, but it didn't work as well. It didn't seem as effective. We'll try it one more time here. Let's make sure we've got a bit of space. So cross ball, so a double touch, and he'll take a really nice touch to whatever direction you decide to go. Luke Shaw may not be the person to be hitting from there, but yeah, I think that's going to be a big weapon this year, is double tapping the sprint button when you're about to receive a ball. It's something I tried to use quite a lot in PES 2019, but it just didn't seem like it worked that well. Right. These chances keep falling to Luke Shaw. Oh! Spoke too soon. Decent hit. So you can see the first touch animations there, because if I had Luke Shaw run onto that ball without holding down the sprint button, he would have taken a better first touch, but because I made him sprint onto it, it took him a wee bit longer to get the ball under control. But in that situation there, I felt it was better, because he had enough room round about him to try and take the ball at pace. If that was Leo Messi taking that ball in there, he would have taken it in his stride. So these are the kind of little nuances that I think make a big difference in the game. Oh dear. State of this. Nothing in it, and Suarez is looking for 25 to life. There's a good chance here we could end up with a Messi equaliser. Oh, maybe not. Uncharacteristically poor. Oh dear. Was that a sweat patch underneath the referee's armpit? I quite like that. That's a nice touch. Yeah. Nearly get the ball. Not Matic's best tackle. Ooh. So I mean, from what I can see so far, I mean it's not reinventing the wheel from PES 2019, but it's a good iteration. Gameplay wise, the game has improved from last year, and while I mean last year's game was polarising, it really was. I loved it, I really did. I don't know whether it was better than PES 2018. It was close. It was different. Oh, should have been a free kick, I think, after a cheeky nutmeg. Yeah, I don't know if it was better or if it wasn't, but it was, to me, it was an excellent game, and it's hard to say. If you didn't like last year's game, I don't know that this is going to change your mind, because it is similar, but I just think there's some key things that it's improved. What I would say is, certainly obviously give the demo a go. You've got nothing to lose, it's free. But if you liked some of the things that the game was doing last year, but there was some niggles in it that you just couldn't get past, this might be what seals it for you. This might be what gets you on board. Obviously we don't really know yet what EA is going to provide. Hopefully with EA as well, they have a massive upgrade. I have no allegiance really between PES and FIFA. I've went back and forth over the years between the two. I want to play the best football game, or what I find to be the best football game. And as soon as something comes out, I hope the next game beats it. I hope the next game's better, it's bigger, it's better, and I play what works for me, and that's what everyone should be. To me, I don't believe in allegiances. I feel like you should play whatever you find to be the best game. Let's see if we can get something going here. Fall over quite easy, these Barcelona players. Pretty true to life. Oh. The close dribbling, definitely. I feel like it's probably hard to tell. I watched loads of videos on the PES gameplay before actually playing it myself today, and I heard people saying about how the dribbling had improved, but every time I watched it I thought, to me it didn't look improved, it just looked the same. But it was only when I got my hands on it that I thought, yeah, it does feel improved, it does feel better. And I think it'll be the same for you. You may be watching this thinking, I don't know what he's talking about, this looks exactly the same. But I'd say give it a shot. Give it a shot and see what you think. Let's see if Eric Bailly's had another scan. I would doubt it, because his one from last year was pretty good, but actually he does. He looks like he does. He looks like he has character change. Let's have a look. Problem is, he's played that little recently that I couldn't even tell you if his hair has changed. Oh, for God's sake, hold on. Need to wait until the ball's in play so that we can tell if it's updated. Right. Ah, They've improved it. Changed his hair. I think his eyes look like they're maybe a wee bit different. No, that's a good update. Happy with that. And if I take it Fred will just be the same, pretty much. He's someone I've been really disappointed with. I guess every Man United fan has been as well, but he was a good player, Fred, and he's not taken well to English football at all. And you have to wonder at this point if he's going to. Oh dear. Oh! Jesus, they're getting free kicks all over the shop. I'd need more of a test time to see if it is the case, but this is the first time that I've played against Barcelona in the demo, and they're winning free kicks all over the place. And I wonder if that is a little touch they've put in that it's going to be harder to tackle some of these teams that like to win free kicks. If it is, it would annoy a lot of people, but I'd be up for that. An extra level of realism. Right, I said I'd do 2 games, and that's what we've done. This has been the first impressions video for PES 2020, eFootball, PES 2020. That's going to take a wee while getting used to. I really like it. Give it a go. The one thing, PES is notorious for bringing out a demo, and then on day one the gameplay feels substantially different. It's happened, I think, the last 5 years in a row that I've noticed that when I pick up the actual game, it feels a lot different. Each year I say it, I hope it doesn't happen this year, because once again the demo's excellent, and I don't want them messing with it. This is obviously a build from probably about 2 months ago, so they will be tweaking it, but you just hope that not a lot changes, if anything, just slight improvements. But no, it's a really good game, really good game. So at the moment, today, which is Monday the 29th of July, you can download this from the New Zealand PSN store. If you do not want to make a New Zealand account, you can wait till tomorrow, and it will be available in the UK and US and all other platforms. So until next time, thanks for watching, and I will catch you soon. This has been Craig from VDZE Media. Please check out our website, vdzmedia.net, and give me a hit up on Twitter at VIZUALDZE, and let me know what you think of the game. Thanks guys, bye.